everyone, welcome back. My name is Rohan Bijou, and today we're going to take a look at another Anker product, and this is the Ankerwork PowerComp S500, which is a conference speaker, which comes at around $220. So I've been using this conference speaker for about a month right now as my primary speaker and microphone, and I tried every minor feature, every nook and cranny to give this honest review. So in this video, I'm going to do an unboxing, talk about specs, how to connect it to your computer, how to connect it to the Ankerwork software, and much more. So I know there's a lot of room to cover, so before we begin, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to watch more future content like this. Like this video if you found this helpful, and comment any questions or concerns, and I'll try my best to answer them. So without further ado, welcome to Techno Review. So first off is the unboxing. So the box looks really cool with some info about the S500, but we'll get more in depth with the specs later on. Let's slice open the box and slide out the cover. When opening the box, the first thing you're gonna see is a feedback form, and then below that you can find a carrying case that actually holds the speaker inside. The carrying case actually feels really hefty and smooth to hold, and including the carrying case at all was a really nice touch, and it's going to be really useful for me. Below that we can see some paperwork and a startup guide, and next to that we can find a USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable, and that's basically all the items we get in the box. So now let's open up the carrying case. First impressions, the S500 is made completely out of plastic, but it does have some weight to it, and it's actually premium plastic and feels really durable. On the top you can notice the speakers and a glossy black surface where our touch interface will show up when we turn on the speaker. On the front we can see 4 buttons: the power, the play and pause, link, and Bluetooth buttons. On the top there are touch buttons that only appear when you turn on the device. This includes the volume decrease, mute, call, and volume increase button. There's actually a light up line that gives you a lot of info like the battery, the volume of the sound passed through the mic, and if you're muted or not. All around the speaker you can see a silver coated finish which looks really clean. On the back you can see a singular USB Type-C port where you can connect the speaker to your computer via cable, or we could use this to charge up the speaker. On the bottom you can find a dongle to connect the speaker wirelessly, and the bottom is actually made out of rubber so that the speaker can be secure on the table. When placing the dongle back, it magnetically attaches back to its spot in the bottom and it stays there securely. So that was basically it for my unboxing and my first impressions, and before we go on to the specs, let's take a look at how to connect it to your computer and how to connect to the Ankerwork software. Awesome, so you can connect the S500 to your computer in 3 different ways. First, you can connect it via Bluetooth. Second, you can use the dongle given by the speaker. Or third, you can use a wire to connect it to your computer. You can also connect the S500 to your phone using Bluetooth, but you'll also need the Ankerwork app. You will also need the Ankerwork software on your computer to get constant updates to update your S500. And this is also compatible with macOS, Windows, Google Play Store, and the App Store. The app helps you connect, control, and customize all your Ankerwork products. And when you connect the S500 to your computer via cable, you can notice that the S500 pops up on the dashboard of the Ankerwork software. You can actually use the Ankerwork software to download firmware updates for the S500 so that you can get a better experience. And there are some additional features you can enable on the Ankerwork app on your phone. So that was basically it on how to connect the S500 to your computer and the Ankerwork app. So now let's move on to the specs. The S500 is perfect for medium professional personal workspaces or a large meeting room. The speaker for a conference room is best for a maximum of 12 people, and this is Zoom Room certified. If you want to have a conference with more than 12 people, you can pair 2 S200s together and have about 20 people on one conference call to get the best audio. The S500 has voice radar technology, which means the speaker focuses on each respective voice. This means that it consists of noise cancellation, and the S500 also has voice balancing, which amplifies voices farther away from the speaker to match the volume of someone speaking close to the speaker. On your Ankerwork software, you can also switch modes for the speaker. There are 2 modes, standard and broadcast. Standard is for regular conference calls for a large room, and broadcast, on the other hand, is for more one-on-one or a small group conference. So the speaker enhances voices that are closer and mutes voices that are farther away. The speaker has a 4 mic array and has a 6,700 mAh battery for 16 hours of continuous playtime. The S500 has a mic sample rate of 32 kHz and has Ultra HD voice. The S500 can also relay sound from both ends simultaneously, which means discussions are more efficient and you don't cut off someone who's trying to speak to you when you're trying to speak to them as well. The speaker also has an acoustically tuned 1.75-inch speaker, which is not only great for conferences, but Anker also recommends it to watch videos and listen to music after you finish work. So that was basically it for the specs. Now let's move on to my experience for that 1 month of using the S500. So I've been using the S500 for test calls, and it works much better than any of the headphones I have right now. The sound quality is amazing for video calls, and Anker wasn't wrong. These are amazing for movies and music. The S500 handles bass pretty well, but it does start to rumble if you go too far. The microphone is also amazing during close-up video calls and is decent during multi-personal video conferences. When one person talks through it, it sounds like you're talking to them on the phone, which means that it's really crisp. And to show you that, here's a quick demo right now.
Awesome. So here's a quick demo of what the sound sounds like. So here is the microphone. I put the S500 right over here in front of me, and I'm actually using another Anchorware camera right over here, another webcam called the C200. So if you want to check that out, I actually have a video on that right over here, so you can go check that out. So this is what the voice normally sounds like. It sounds really clear and really nice. So this is how the sound basically sounds like.
The voice isolation was also decent, but some of the music I played in the background also did flow right through, and it took some time for the noise cancellation to kick in. So here's a quick demo of that right now.
Awesome. So here's a test of what the auto noise cancellation sounds like. So right here, I'm going to play some music and put it behind me, and let's see how it sounds when I play it out loud. Awesome. So right now I'm playing the music on full volume. So it might be very loud in the beginning, or you might hear a couple of snippets of it. But right now it should drown out. You might hear it a bit now and then, but it still should drown out the majority of it. And it does it pretty well.
And the final test is the difference between distance of the S500. So is it better when I'm closer, or is it better when I'm farther away? And does the voice balancing actually work? So here's another quick demo of that right now.
Awesome. So here is a quick test of the audio when I'm further away and when I'm closer away. Does it actually shift? So let's check right now. So right now I'm talking right in front of the speaker. So what I'm going to do is carefully move back. Let's see if you can notice any difference. It's going to sound a bit muffled, and I'm going to walk farther and farther away, and you're going to notice there is a bit of muffling, but it still does get my words it does get it clearly, and it does get it through. And I feel like that's the main point of this speaker. And I'm going to move farther and farther back, and let's see how far it gets before it starts getting muffled and illegible. So awesome. So that is basically the entire test. So this sounds great when you close up, but not so great and a bit muffled when you're farther away.
Awesome. So now I wanted to touch upon one of the highlights of the S500, and that's the touch display on top. It's super intuitive and responsive. I really like we have the reassurance that the mute is on when you see the red line, and you can also pick up calls just by hitting the phone button on the display, and it's really cool. Connecting the S500 to my computer or phone is super easy, and I do prefer to have it connected to my computer via cable because it just continuously charges, and it's just easier to use, and it just sounds better in my opinion. So another thing to keep in mind is the price point. It is a $220 speaker, and it really isn't affordable if you are one person looking to buy a speaker. But if you are also looking for more affordable options, I've left a couple of links in the description for other Anchorware conference speakers that you could check out. But if you're an organization looking to elevate your conference experience, I would 100% recommend the S500. And even if you want to elevate it even more, you can get two and pair them together to have a larger conference call. So in the end, the overall score I would give the S500 is a 90 out of 100, which is really high because it's really good. The user experience is amazing, and there are just some tiny things it needs to fix with the voice isolation, but overall, it's an amazing buy if you're an organization looking to buy it. But if you're an individual, I wouldn't recommend it because it seems too expensive, and I don't think it'd be great for one person. And I feel like the S500 is built for more larger person conference calls. Awesome. So if you're looking to buy the S500, I left a couple links in the description so you can go check it out. So if you're looking for a webcam to complement the conference speaker, I have a link right here. You can check out another Anchorware webcam I reviewed. It's really great. It's really amazing. You can go check that out. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to watch more featured content like this. Like this video if you found this helpful, and comment any questions and concerns, and I'll try my best to answer them. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.